I'm gonna call this one learning. I love to learn, and I went to. I had to go back because I wanted to see, like, what the after effects was of me being true, honest, sincere, and open. And just being real. Like I said yesterday, the two little boys that boy threw whipped cream, a can of whipped cream without the top on it, with the pointy thing out at this boy. The little boy went to go pick it up and throw it back, and I asked him please to do me a favor and not to do that, and he listened. He was obedient. Then the other boy took advantage of that, and then I felt like, man, I shouldn't have even stepped in at all. And so I wanted to see, when you think that you're doing the right thing, sometimes, um, in the greater picture of things, it may not turn out to be at exactly what you were expecting. Now, I wanted to see, because when I went to the church this morning, like I said, I listened, and I had a very strong question in my heart and my mind. Another lady asked a question. She could probably feel it spiritually that I had that question. And um and so my mouth tastes bad, y'all. I mean, I brushed, I flossed, I mouthwashed. I think because of whatever's going on with my tooth right there. And I'm sharing this story. I shouldn't. Last night I was on a bus. There was this guy beside me. I'm not gonna go into details. There's a lot of different stories that could be added with that. But I remember being like, "Ooh, his breath stinks." And then I realized this morning that it may have been mine because I could smell the rotting of the tooth back there, which is a god awful smell. It's not loud. Like, I've sat beside people or been just in a room with somebody that had a rotten tooth. The stench of it is just like, it's nauseating. But anyhow, it hasn't. It's there, but it hasn't gotten that bad yet. So I don't know. I mean, there's nothing you could do except maybe get it pulled. But I'm not doing that. It's gonna happen naturally. Um, like I said, I brushed, flossed, mouthwashed, then did it all over twice at one time. So I mean, it's infected. What can I do? So it doesn't hurt or anything. But I can tell because it's you can smell it. But anyhow, so lucky for me, I have no friends. So anyhow, so I went back because, like I said, I was sincere, open, and honest in sharing what I shared, and I wanted to see if what the after effects were. What I saw the immediate after effects. I saw. Let me tell you the different things I saw. The pastor, he was trying to be educated and understanding and teach me, what he felt needed to be taught, as long as I didn't ask too many questions that combated what he was saying. And then, but he was being good about it. He was being fair about it. But you could see the worldly side of him come out, where he was like, "Oh, she's trying to one up me," because everything I said, it was just, you could see the worldly where he was beginning not to appreciate, but he was still trying to be obedient and listening to what I had to say. Then the pastor's wife, which was quiet, facing forward, didn't turn around. She didn't want me to see her face. Then one of the church mothers, I think she was spiritual like I was, and she felt everything, and she stepped outside to pray for a minute. Another church mother, she understood what I was saying, but she wanted to kind of bring me back to, I guess, where everybody else was, like telling me I need to read the Bible. Basically, she understood what I was saying, but she was also telling me I still need to step in line. So I wanted to see what the after effect was. The ending when I left, of course, they didn't, like I said, normally, in church or in the world, when you, um, express the way you feel about something or contest something that's out there, people, um, you're messing up their comfort zone. So you're gonna find some people who are insecure that are gonna attack. This was an older group, older than me, surprisingly, probably like, anywhere between. The pastor was probably like 60 and up, and so they still had some of the old school wisdom where they just weren't in attack mode. But so I went back to see what the after effects were, and like I said, I think really God ordains the way that I behave because I went to the shower, so that gave enough time for me to get back with enough time in between where, um, they would have had a chance to congregate, say what they had, or be in the middle of whatever type of discussion they had. When I walked in, you could hear a little animosity where the pastor was saying, and he was in the middle of it. It wasn't like he just brought it up because I walked in. How, oh, we're not just spirits. We're just floating around in space. We're, in physical form. And I never contested that. I said that too. But he was just showing, how he felt about that. Then he went on to say, to be in agreement about, being one with God and that type of thing. So, do I feel that maybe I shouldn't have spoke up so much? Um, and it wasn't, and I apologize as I always do because I understand it could be a bit much for some people. Um, I don't know. I think everything in the moment, God gives you what to do in the moment, but you know, also asking for wisdom. It's good that I think I went back because I could see the after effects, like what happened between those two boys yesterday. Normally, it would not take place until, after I leave. But, he did it right then, which was ironically a blessing for me because I could see. Because when you step in to tell somebody to do the right thing, and that gives the opposing person um, more acumen to do the wrong thing to the person that's trying to do the right thing, and then you end your interference. With that situation right there. That's terrible. That's like you hung that person up to dry, Because I stepped in, told the boy to do the right thing. He did the right thing. The other guy did more of the wrong thing. And I couldn't just be there. This is pretty interesting. I want to do that now. I wonder if you get in trouble. Somebody took, I don't know if y'all can see it, their handprint and just put handprints on a telephone post. I like that. It's a pretty cool idea. So, but anyhow, but it could be part of, they have this game, but I don't think they would use something so simple as that. They have this game, I need to go to the next block, where this says supposedly the highly intellectual of the world are running around breaking all these codes worldwide, you know, and it's supposed to lead to some secret, whatever. And it sounds like fun, but quite honestly, I don't think I was smart enough for that, And but it sounds like it would be something that's really fun to try. Yeah. So, like I said, how I feel about that situation, I think that God gave me what to do in the moment, and just like the one yesterday, that was what I did in the moment. It was the right thing to do in the moment. I learned a lesson in the end to go back and see the after effects, and to it was a bit of wisdom that was learned to think about what the after effects could be, because there could be so many different things. Like that man, the pastor could have been disgruntled enough to the point where he, I don't know, maybe, and he has a voice in front of a congregation, could made them all say I was crazy, or, just whatever. But there were some discerning spirits there because they were older people that knew better, so I don't know. I don't know about the situation. I'm okay because I went back, and I'm good with that. Okay, but anyhow, I'm so starving now. I'm gonna make me some rice and kimchi. Hopefully, this rice that I got is just good. I think I'm gonna do some rib tips too. Um, I don't know if I should do the ribs first. I think I should, because then the rice can cook in the rib juice. But I think it'll take a long time to cook the ribs. That's the only thing with the way that I was gonna cook them, which is a slow cooker, because I really am not trying to. I don't know. That kitchen is just, I can't mess with that kitchen. And so yeah, maybe that's what I should have done when I left. I should have probably put them on and then left and then came back, and they would have been done by the time I came back. But I didn't think about that then. But that's for future reference. Then I would have just been waiting on the rice. So yeah, I'm hungry. Or maybe I should cook the rice first. No, because then I'll have a pot full of rice. So I think I am going to try to do the ribs first. Can I eat other stuff while I'm waiting? Yeah, I'll have some ravioli and stuff while I'm waiting. But eventually, sometime between today and tomorrow, we're gonna have my rice and kimchi. So, anyways, love y'all. Peace.